Hello, everyone.
What's going on, everyone? This is the Mood Booster podcast.
I'm Dr. Marcus.
And I'm Charlie.
This week, we're talking all things gift giving. Christmas is literally almost here. What, a week away? 10 days away?
Whatever it is, it's the festive season, and we
is.
are giving gifts soon.
Mm-hmm. We thought it was a great time to talk about the psychology of gift giving, what it means for relationships, for connections, and also for our own well-being, of course, naturally being the mood booster. So
100%.
Yeah.
We really look at what makes a good gift, how to get a good gift, how to deal with that slight anxiety if you got too many gifts to give, and why maybe spending more on a gift isn't always better. We actually give you quite a cool list of tools and tips, basically how to give the perfect gift. So if you're struggling, Christmas is soon, listen up.
Yeah.
Listen.
Honestly, highly recommend.
Yep.
It's something that we both feel passionately about and have like some great reflections, personal reflections in this episode, as we always do, but I feel like today especially so, but also share theory and evidence as we always do, again with those tips, because we know that it's something that people do often struggle with. So
100%.
would genuinely, you'll get a lot from this episode.
It's really cool.
I loved it. It's
quite a funny one as well, actually.
It is.
Have some laughs. We also go into what our favourite gifts we've actually gotten, and what
Yes.
the worst gifts we've also gotten as well.
Yes.
That was quite funny, wasn't it?
I did enjoy that. It's
Very
nostalgic.
funny bit. Very nostalgic. Trip down memory lane.
Old memory lane.
Anywho,
Please enjoy. We know you will.
you will.
And happy almost Christmas.
Happy almost Christmas. Let's go.
In this podcast, we share evidence-based tools, tips, and advice to help you improve your well-being, boost your mood, and find joy in the everyday.
Exactly. We talk about life's highs, lows, and everything that we go through in between. We do share real stories and reflections from our own journeys as well.
Yes, and with our pillars rooted in introspection, presence, gratitude, and community, this is the home of well-being and joy.
Glad you're here.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Hello, everyone.
Buongiorno.
Welcome back to the Mood Booster podcast.
Welcome in.
Welcome to a fine December's morning.
How are we doing, everyone?
December's morning.
What's the date today?
It is.
The 16th or the 15th?
Don't ask me. Way earlier than that, isn't it?
December. No.
No?
15th or 16th of December.
Well, whatever it is, it's episode 39.
It is 39, baby.
Welcome back to the
Six
episode.
whole syllables long.
It's a lot of syllables, isn't it? This episode is on how to give better gifts and reflecting on the psychology of gift giving.
Yeah, how to give better gifts.
Very exciting. It's the festive season. We're approaching Christmas soon. Merry Chrysler.
We are the gift that keeps on giving.
We are,
Yeah.
at least. You're welcome for that, by the way.
We are indeed.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this new setup here is a new gift, isn't it? If you're
Yeah.
on YouTube, you'll see that we actually have these unbelievable podcast mic stands, aren't they?
For the visual audience, yes, we have these new mic stands, which
Almost
are
there.
elite.
Almost there.
Yeah, sorry everyone. But yes, hi, thank you for tuning in.
Welcome. It's been
We
good to have you here again.
Yeah, we're in the middle of December, having a great time. Having the most wonderful time of the year, as some might say.
Very festive indeed. London's been very festive recently, hasn't it?
It has.
In a little Notting Hill session earlier this week.
We have.
Very festive indeed.
Yeah, but before we go into that, we just thought it'd be nice to talk about giving gifts.
We
Because
do.
this is what you do at Christmas.
Really?
We have different ways of giving gifts.
We do.
I love giving gifts. I also, it's one of my love languages, which we'll get into today. But yeah, it's something that can also be stressful for people and can sort of, I know from personal experience and even my family, they just are like, oh, it's too much, it's so stressful, all these things. And, financial burdens, mental strain of trying to think of the gifts to get all of your 30 family members, all of those things.
Can be quite a lot.
It can be quite a lot and it can be overwhelming. So not only the joy of giving gifts, but actually how you can approach gift giving from sort of a more grounded headspace.
How to just be better at it.
Just be better.
You ever been there not under the tree you would be, but if you've been there around the tree, someone opens your gift and you see a slight look of disappointment, that's never going to happen again once you listen to this episode. We will help you. Do you mind not interrupting me, please?
You're not the same.
Do you mind? I'm actually speaking to
Alone
listeners.
on Christmas Day.
I'm actually speaking to these guys. Can you? This is ridiculous. Can someone come in and arrest this bloke?
It's Christmas, I'm singing.
Yeah, it's very festive.
Are you okay this morning?
I'm quite tired.
Yeah.
But I'm still feeling merry.
Well done.
Merry-go-round.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Well, he said it, not me. That's a millennial thing.
It's
and,
a Vine. A famous Vine reference, isn't it?
He's 5 years my junior and 4 years. Who knows?
Technically, you're 5 years my elder.
That's what I just said.
You said junior.
You are 5 years my junior.
Yeah, well, you're actually typically quite old for what this world sees. So
Geriatric, some might say.
yeah, well, the 70-year-old plus you are getting ready for bingo on every Thursday night.
Oh, God, I love a bit of bingo.
Bingo Ringo. Was it Bingo Lingo?
Bingo. Bongo bingo?
Bongo Bingo? What's
Bongo.
that?
That game everyone used to do at university, the big night out.
Of course. You ever played that?
Yes.
Heavy nights, weren't they?
Chaos. Absolute chaos. Yeah.
You ever win anything?
I did not, no.
You didn't?
No, I can't remember all the prizes. I do remember like a big 12-pack, like a giant pack of Disney princess Barbie dolls of every single Disney princess.
What the
giant
hell?
thing. It's just the most random gift.
So odd.
Odd behaviour, peculiar.
Peculiar.
But anyway,
yeah, that's before
it all.
Before this week, which we've just had. Speaking of, how was your week?
That's a knee slapper. My week has been bien, thank you. Muy bien.
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Qué tal tu semana?
Mi semana.
Spanish with... welcome back to Spanish with Dr. Marcus and Charlie.
There we go.
We were, for anyone who's listening, I mean, you are listening and you're probably rather confused. You're like, what's just happened to my ears? What's this assault that's just gone on? Pray, I will tell.
Do tell, pray do tell.
Pray do tell. So we're a little Spanish. We are both learning Spanish independently with our own teachers. And
Mine's better.
I mean, Lily's great. I won't slam Lily at all, but Johanna's fantastic as well. But we're both learning Spanish, and we thought we'd begin putting in a little bit of a Spanish section here.
Yeah. So
we're very much trying to learn. ¿Qué tal? Fell at the first hurdle.
I didn't know we were going to be speaking Spanish live on the pod.
Maybe we cut it. Maybe we cut the section.
We cut it. The update is that it's been siete semanas.
Mm-hmm.
¿Qué? Siete semanas?
And
Charlie and I, as you said, are having separate lessons. You started at school, right? And then
I did it at school earlier on, yeah.
And I did it once in university and failed the module because I forgot to turn up to an exam. I didn't forget, I just didn't go.
What? What happened?
In first semester, I took an elective Spanish module as one of my optional modules. And I missed a lecture, and then because I missed one, it's just the whole overwhelming nature of it was just so much more difficult to go back the next week, so then I just kept missing them, and then I missed one lecture that was actually an in-class exam, so then basically I was buggered for the rest of the thing, because I then pulled it out and started to do work, pulled my finger out and started to do work, but I couldn't catch up to my level of ability. Was never going to get me my average to pass, so I ended the module with a 39.
Wow, you actually failed.
Yeah.
My word. No es bien.
No es bien.
Tú es un mal estudiante.
Aprendemos español para...
Estudiandamos.
Sí.
Estudiamos.
Or learning.
We are learning.
Yeah. Spanish.
Sí.
Aprendemos is to learn, I think.
Estudiamos is we are studying.
Okay.
We are studying.
So to learn or to study. Español para siete semanas.
Sí.
Sí. Mi madre.
Your mum? Your mum?
I know. I'm joking.
What's your mum
Lily
saying?
gets me to talk about my family.
Oh, you're still in the family section.
Tengo
anyway,
tres
hermanos.
hermanos.
Marcus shared a great reel. It was about the reel was me living in the present moment because I can only speak Spanish in the present tense.
See,
for anyone who's a Spanish speaker, either going previous or future tense is rather difficult. So it's quite a funny reel. But
anyway,
that was our Spanish section. I really hope you enjoyed. That was phenomenally interesting.
We'll keep you updated. But basically, my update this week is I've just been starting past tense, ironically, but I could not tell you a single thing. I'm currently cognitively, I can recognize. I've got my notebook in front of me in the lessons, but I can't recall anything. I'm really struggling to recall.
Got to get rid of that notebook, my guy.
It's not that it's not that part of my memory, not in that part of my memory yet where I can recall.
You got to get it out of your textbook.
Revision is more important. Anyway,
I don't believe in revision.
No.
That's probably why my A-levels were like that.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
we're not here doing memory and encoding today. We're here talking about gift giving.
Yeah, we're also talking about how our weeks were. How's your
Yeah.
week been, Marcus?
Mi semana.
Okay, Spanish is done.
My semana. My
Jeez.
semana. Well, it's good, thank you.
Yeah.
What have I been up to since we last touched base with the listeners? I had can't remember last week, but the weekend was fun.
The weekend was
I had an
hilarious.
absolutely sublime weekend.
Good, wasn't it?
From the Friday night, I will include the Friday night, to the Sunday evening, just 10 out of 10. Friday night, you and I locking in doing work, which is part of the balance of it all. It's all about balance.
It's all about balance.
Locking in till whatever time after our normal jobs, just getting work done, planning, doing all these fun things.
Yep.
Some might say it was a bit more boring, which, yes, it was less exciting than Saturday, for example, but still just part of a great weekend, because it just brings me so much joy and sort of pride to be doing those sorts of things.
100%.
Got up on the Saturday morning, was a guest on my first, I was the first time being a guest on someone's podcast. So
Very cool.
Chris from Run Your Mind, if anyone listened to Finding Joy in the City webinar episode, he was there, and he has a podcast as well about looking after not only your mileage, aka from running, but also your mind. So I spoke to him about transitions in life, and the biggest transition I've been through, and sort of how I dealt with it.
Wow.
We did that while running around Battersea Park, or
Battersea.
Battersea Park, as some of the boring people call it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Incredible. Is that out on Spotify soon?
It's going to be out, I believe, between Christmas and New Year. Twixmas, whatever it's
Wow.
called. Yeah.
Twixmas?
Yeah, Betwixmas.
What's that?
It's the time between Christmas and New Year.
Betwixmas?
Or just Twixmas, yeah.
Twixmas. How
So,
exciting. Well done. That's honestly a huge achievement. You should be proud.
thank you very much.
You really, really should be.
Thank you kindly.
Really cool.
And I think I did well on it. Sometimes I can go into conversations, which we'll talk about in a moment, Sunday, and I just fumble and I can't get my words out, and it's annoying, because I know my potential and how I can be very eloquent and compose myself very well, but in this one I for me it's a mental thing, and if I go into it being like, no, you're going to be great, you're confident in this, you're brilliant, you know what you're talking about, then I can pull it out and I can do that. And I just went into the conversation not thinking that actively, but just knowing that this is an area that I have a lot of experience in, I can speak about, and it's just my personal reflections. And I was proud to, I would say, I haven't listened to it back yet, but I think I was very eloquent and did myself proud. So, yeah, I was pleased.
Lovely stuff. Amazing.
Straight on to the Monday Mood Booster, our run club, for anyone that doesn't know. The Monday Mood Booster doing our final Christmas, our final event of the year, so our Christmas 10K around Battersea Park. Again, a good big group of us all running around doing a 10K, blaring out the Christmas tunes, just having the best time, which was just energy 100.
Great. Yeah.
Such a great time. And then, followed up by your friend Ben visiting, which you can go into more detail on potentially, but I tagged along with you guys for the rest of the weekend, basically, or rest of the Saturday, which was really fun. You can basically how did it start? Notting Hill first.
It was great. So Ben came over, we went into Notting Hill for a few mulled wines, a few Guinness as well, which was great start to the afternoon. At this point, about 3 or 4 o'clock. So we have a couple drinks, getting a bit loose, getting a bit leery. It's quite fun. We then settle into the Pelican. You then join at about 5 o'clock. I think it was 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I did some Christmas shopping.
Some Christmas shopping was lovely. We then got to the Pelican. Settled in there for a couple of drinks, which was lovely. We then chose to cycle to a lovely restaurant called Chakra, didn't we?
Yeah, Chakra.
Over in Kensington. Really, really, really nice curry. Told the waiter it was Ben's birthday. Wasn't. Got a free pudding.
Brownie.
Got a free brownie as well, which is quite funny. We were videoing it and everything.
Yep.
I think the guy knew. I was like, happy 13th birthday, Ben.
Yeah, he knows it's not his 13th birthday.
Yeah, I think he knew we were joking, but he sort of played into it as well, which was quite funny.
Yeah.
Which is super nice as well. So for a bit of context, before Ben had come down, he had given me one request that in the evening, he wanted us to wear tuxedos and sort of act as if we were in a business meeting, talking about, investment and numbers and all sorts of stuff. We don't own a business together, we're just friends, but it was quite funny, sort of leaning into that bit. So he brings down a tux. After dinner, we go back home. At this point, it's like 9:30, I think it is. Looking at like 10 o'clock maybe. Get our tuxedos on, have a couple drinks back home, head back out. And there's a hotel called The Ned in London. And this part was pretty funny. So we go in tuxedos, looking great, go up to the bar, ask for some martinis, and whilst they're making them, these guys come over, regular clothes, like, what are you guys up to? And we're sort of, talking about investment in Q3. I think I say, can't wait for Q3 in front of them, and they're just like, what on earth are you guys chatting about?
Let us not forget on the tube the scheming and planning of, okay, what's our business? What are our names going to be? So you were John. No, I was John T.
I was Artie, and Ben was Barty. And the plan was, when anyone asked what our business was going to be, we owned a zoo in Kenya, and we were migrating some animals to the zoo for safekeeping. That was the goal.
I don't know
You just didn't buy
I don't know
into
where
it.
I was for that conversation because
You just did not buy into it at all. So whenever these people would ask, Mark's like, no, we actually have the mood booster. I'm like, Marcus, we have a zoo.
Who was I telling about it? Was it Maddie, our housemate? She was like, or I can't remember who it was, but they were like, you could have just told them about your actual business.
Well, we did. As we drank more, it just transitioned into the reality instead of a lie. But we wanted to go into it with this bit of a fabricated tale to really try and lean into the bit as well. So anyway, we go to the bar. These guys ask why we're dressed up in tuxedos. We're talking about the zoo, Q3 being huge, which makes no sense because we're in Q4 right now.
Yeah, this guy was like, can we take a photo of... Oh, so you do know what the cues are?
Yeah, I'm well aware.
This guy was like, I'll take a photo of you. And you could tell he was in banking or something, like the way he was dressed and whatever. And anyway, so he takes the photo and then he's kind of like, oh, what are you doing? And I just like very briefly say, oh, we've just had a business deal and we're just out celebrating. And Charlie very loudly at the bar as we're all standing there said, oh, what an amazing Q2 that was or something. And I was just there like in my mind like, what is he saying? And then this guy next to us just audibly sighs and looks at me like, what is he saying? And I'm like, he means Q4, I think. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
And the funniest part is that those guys come up to me afterwards and they're like, so what's happening? And I'm like, we just got a massive round of investment. And I just shake their hands and walk off with 2 martinis in hand. Trying to act like we've got no investment. We have a podcast.
Yeah, we do.
Anyway, it's so funny. And so we sit down, we're chatting, we're like, actually have a really nice conversation about mindset, just what we believe purpose as well.
You two were very, very sentimental.
It was lovely. We had a really nice reflection on what we've been doing over the past year or so.
Yeah.
Marcus doesn't like to show his emotions.
Excuse me, I'm the opposite. I don't wait till I'm drunk to do it.
Don't be like that.
These two were so soppy, not only with each other, which was lovely to see, but also with me, and it was just like it was beautiful. I'm not knocking it at all. It was lovely.
Guys.
Don't be embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed at all. Don't be like that. I'm absolutely fine. It was a lovely night. Anyway, halfway through it, Marcus points out that if any of you guys have seen the show White Lotus or One Day. One Day.
Una Dia.
There's a new film, Nuremberg, out as well. The main actor in it,
Leo Woodall.
Leo Woodall, was at the table behind us. Marcus points out about halfway through the night. Anyway, we don't really sort of pay attention because they're doing their own thing. We stand up to leave about 1:32, and a couple of the guys at their table call us over because they're interested in our tuxedos.
What are you wearing tuxedos?
Where are you guys wearing tuxedos from? So we go over. I then very confidently walk up and like, we've actually just opened up our first zoo in Kenya and we're actually migrating animals to the zoo. One of the people's like, what? And Marcus then instantly sort of says, he's lying. We have the Mood Booster podcast. Business. And I'm just like, oh. And they're like, oh, right, okay. So I'm stood there like an absolute melon in front of all these guys, having just been fronted for lying. So, my business partner just, because I'm the zoo jaunty. How about that?
Respectfully, you were on another dimension by this stage.
I wasn't that bad. I was not that bad.
And this woman was like, what are you saying? Her face was just like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Why are you being
we could have doubled down. We could have so easily doubled down.
And I was like, nah, also, because I don't know, they were just like normal people having a good time.
Well, this is the thing. Ben goes over to Leo Woodall at the table and he's like speaking to them a bit. Or should I say Barty, sorry. Ben goes over to Leo Woodall and then Leo says to Ben, because Ben's told me this whole thing whilst we were talking to the other people. Leo goes, is he actually real? Like, do you guys own a zoo? Ben fully doubles down. He's like, yeah, we genuinely do. Like, we're over here for a little bit of time, but we've been looking after these animals for months now. And they're starting to buy it a bit, so Ben doubles down again. Ben then asks them both, what are you guys in? Like, what do you guys do for work? Fully well knowing he's an actor. And Leo Woodland and his girlfriend say, oh, we're in like TV or music or whatever it is, and all that sort of stuff. Sorry?
His friend.
I think it is actually his girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Ben goes, oh, cool. Anything that I would know about? Leo then goes, just some just some films and stuff. And as Leo is speaking, Ben cuts him off, says, anyway, back to the animals. Back to the conservation of the animals. I thought the whole conversation was so ridiculous and so funny. That was Saturday evening.
Yeah. Well, we also then went to Soho because you wanted to
find a cigar lounge.
Find a cigar lounge because that's the apex of
a fun night.
A fun night.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was Jay that said it. He was like, why are they wanting to go to a cigar lounge? I was like, oh, it's Charlie. What do you expect?
Classic me cigar smoker.
And these people came up to us in the street in Soho as well at
really
like
funny.
3 a.m. And we were just talking to them. And you guys were speaking to them here, and I was speaking to one of the friends like kind of here and talking about what we were doing. And again, I was talking about the actual business. And then because I did that, he came to the Run Club on the Monday.
So cool.
So cool.
So
Rory,
cool.
big up. Shout out if you're listening.
Let's go, Rory.
Rory, yeah, we met him at 3 a.m. In Soho. And then, he came to the Run Club as a result of seeing us and listening to us about our business and things. So, yeah, really cool.
Really fun evening overall.
Didn't get back to bed until like 4, I would say.
My God, it was a late evening.
So then we had a meeting with a very nice brand.
We did indeed, didn't we?
More the people from the brand, but
very cool.
a company.
On Sunday morning at 9.
Sunday,
about 3 hours
9
sleep.
a.m.
That was
Charlie
really
was
fun.
Crying it out. You were walking in like, no, how do I look? How do I look? Because you didn't want to.
It was less so about how I looked. It was like, do I stink of alcohol? Are my eyes bloodshot?
It was funny. You were pragging out beforehand, and then when we got in there, I was all cool. Like, it's fine. Like, we'll be
Marcus
absolutely
was
fine.
trying to act Jay chill.
And then I just had a moment of a wave of whatever it was, and my brain absolutely malfunctioned mid monologue, and I was just not saying any words, and everyone in the room, in the 4 of us, could all see, just knew that I wasn't speaking.
Your
and
eyes were
forming any
twitching, and you
sentences.
weren't saying anything.
And I was just saying basically the same word over and over again, and everyone was just sitting there like. And I was like, please, someone just say something, like, because I'm just still going, and everyone's just watching this unfold, and it was just so,
During it, I would actually say I was actually pretty good, and it's funny how that happens, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a lovely meeting.
It was great.
And then for the rest of Sunday, we were planning something very exciting, which we'll be announcing soon. Very, very exciting for the new year.
Muy emocionado.
Exactly. No Spanish, please. And so, yeah, that was super cool.
Exciting.
I'm so excited to say.
Accompanied by a sublime roast dinner, a la me.
100%.
As we were planning.
100%.
Yes, it's like my gift to all of you. My roast dinners.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
About time to get onto it.
It is about time. We've been rambling on for the best part of half an hour. Gift giving.
Let's
talk about it. I'm really excited to talk about this, actually.
This is something that since knowing you are very good at gift giving.
Thank you.
Very thoughtful. One of the best gift givers I've ever met.
Thank you very much. I sometimes struggle to take compliments, but I know that that's true, and I can easily say thank you because I know that I am good at giving gifts.
There you go.
I just love it. We'll go straight in. I would say there's the love language theory, which I'm pretty sure most people know about these days, but maybe they don't know, and I'm just in that sort of realm that thinks people know. But Gary Chapman, I believe in like the noughties or the early teens, came up with the love language theory. That basically, if anyone that doesn't know, I'll briefly summarize, is the theory that each individual has 2 languages from a selection of these different love languages that I'll explain. And each individual has 2 languages that they display in relationships, in intimate relationships, in friendships, in family dynamics, that they display as their language to show love and to show affection. But not only do they display, it's reciprocal. So it's believed that people who show a love language in X way, they also, therefore, because that's their language and that's what's important to them, naturally they then also appreciate receiving love language in the same way, and they are most sort of favorable of that specific type of love language.
There are 5, right?
Yes, so we have words of affirmation.
Like,
so speaking and saying to someone like, I love you, you're an amazing person, you're an amazing friend, you're an amazing partner, all of those things.
Yeah.
And constantly sort of sharing those words of affirmation is one. Acts of service, so doing things for people, cooking them dinner, picking them up from whatever they need picking up from, all of those sorts of things. You show love through doing that to people or giving that to people. Receiving gifts or giving gifts.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about today. Shocker. Quality time.
Yeah.
Quality time being spending time together. And finally, physical touch. So yeah, physically touching each other. And that's the theory does more so come from and speak to intimate relationships, but definitely can translate to and has been spoken about in research and theory about relationships beyond intimate relationships.
Oh, wow.
So physical touch slightly less relevant, but still in the context of today, gift giving is very much a love language within the theory. For the sake of time, we won't go into all of those.
Of course not.
But
no.
today's is gift giving.
Okay. And you said it's one of your love languages.
To be honest, I'm not sure my thoughts of the theory in general. I'm a bit skeptical in certain ways of it.
Yeah.
I think I'm always, as you know, but I don't know if I've made it very clear on the podcast before. I can be quite cynical and I just take personality or trait style personality theories where people are lumped into categories of A or B or C.
Yeah.
I'm quite dubious, like skeptical of those, even things down to like your attachment style, which is a huge personality style theory.
Yeah.
Just putting people in one box of a category. I
does feel a bit reductionist. I do agree.
And it's not my kind of psychology. I don't fully love it, but I see there's always some sort of justification and some truth to it, but just how sort of binary we can get with it, I challenge. However, so yeah, for me, this is why I say I challenge it. I see myself in pretty much in most of those, and I know that the theory is saying that we can show all of those love languages, but we just have preferences. I'm someone who I think I very much appreciate and also enjoy giving acts of service. For example, I take pride in doing that for people, but I
very much do that as well. Actually.
Yeah. I appreciate when that's given back to me, like words of affirmation. 100% something I massively I've developed over time. I didn't always be amazing, but I now really appreciate it. Again, quality time, love that, and receiving gifts, and so physical touch, like all of them. So
you're just a lovable guy then.
But I believe
you're all of the categories.
Are there any that aren't really important to you from those, or that specifically stand out?
I mean, it's difficult. I suppose they all have different amounts. Like quality time, definitely, but I also like my own individual time as well, far more than I'd say you would as well. Like, I like my own sort of solo time, but I like spending time with someone. And when I'm with that person, I want it to be like a really good time, a very sort of nurtured time as well. Acts of service, definitely something that I very much appreciate and recognize as well and see. I think that's definitely something huge. Gift giving, I think so. I don't know. As I've grown older, I've realized how little I need. I'm not even trying to come across as like, oh, I don't need like anything and give me a tent in the woods. It's more just like it's definitely the actual act of giving the gift far trumps what the gift could be. Like one of my favorite gifts of all time, I don't want to jump ahead here, but favorite gifts of all time was my cat. She was technically a gift. I mean, it wasn't like wrapped in a box or anything, but on Christmas Day, I vividly recall me and my brothers, it was this thin envelope, and we all opened it, and there was this picture of Pepper inside, and said, we're picking her up in 3 days' time. Went to this house and picked her up, and by far the best gift ever. That was nice. My favorite gift.
That's lovely.
So yeah, like it's less about the things, but just the act of someone putting in thought to the gift itself, which I find far better than the actual item itself. Yeah, items come and go, I think, and it's the memory of someone putting in thought and putting in effort, which I think signifies that part of that love language to me.
Yeah, definitely. That's for me why I love giving gifts. And there's research as well, which we'll go into, and also more theory. But just on a personal reflection level, like for me, it kind of shows thought and care and compassion for it's my way of. Okay, let's start from the beginning. At Christmases, when I was at uni, I used to get in so much debt from just Christmas present shopping.
Did you actually?
Not like actual severe debt that people can't come out of. Like it was always fine, but like I spent way too much money on.
How much are we talking about here?
Hundreds of pounds.
Really?
I love giving presents, and I get carried away so much, and I always.
My word.
It's just a lovely thing to do, and it brings me so much joy to give someone a gift.
Yep.
And for me, it's sort of. Yeah, it's the time you think about, like, oh, what would they like, and you put thought and energy into that, or going around that. I definitely don't dislike shopping. Like a lot of people dislike it. but I'm not obsessed with shopping. I don't need to always go shopping, but like it's part of the Christmas experience. It's like going around the markets and like seeing things and those people coming to your mind and whatnot. Yeah, I just think it's a really nice experience to then also see them open it is kind of like a pride thing of like, I hope you like it. And
the joy from that's far better actually almost than getting the gift itself, like seeing just the unbridled joy.
100%.
100%.
I would much rather personally give someone that gift than me receive. Don't get me wrong. When a gift is like if you get a gift that's well thought out and, you know, it's thoughtful and you like and all those things, it's lovely and it's a really sort of wonderful feeling, again for reasons we'll talk about later, but it shows when someone's done it well. It's like, oh, they know me, they've listened to something I've said, or, you know, it's just small things. Like, I remember when I was a kid, there was like a toy in a shop that in the middle of the summer that I really wanted from a shop, I think it was called like Crocodiles or something in Cirencester in town, and I was like, oh, it's so cool, I really want it, and Mum was like, no, you can't have it. And then lo and behold, like months later on Christmas morning, it was there on Christmas, and she'd basically just gone back later on in the day when I didn't know and had got it. And those are the sorts of things that I'll like try and do. Like I'm literally with someone in the middle of summer and they're like, oh, I love that thing, and I'm already there like clocking like, when's their next birthday or their next thing coming
nice.
Up. Yeah, I don't know, it's just it's a nice thing to sort of for me that's a memory that stands out because it's like months later, yes, you might have got it on that day, but months later it's like shown that you've listened to that person and you understand. And even though I was a kid and whatever, you can do that as an adult, and it's shown that, like I say, you've listened to that person, you've seen what they like, you've seen their pleasures, and you're then it's kind of like I know you and I appreciate you and I listen to you, and therefore I'm bringing something to you that is going to bring you joy. It's just such a lovely little moment of connection, which I see.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
100%.
People tell me I'm very hard to buy for, but this is like my immediate.
You don't buy into that.
No, I think it's lazy, and it actually annoys me. My mum tells me I'm really hard to buy for, and I'm like, and other people have, like friends have said it to me as well. I'm like, I'm not hard to buy for. I'm the same as any other person. I just.
Well, I've been told I'm actually really easy to buy for.
Okay.
I've been told the actual adverse.
Okay.
I think the difference there, though, I do think some people are hard to buy for. Whether you're one of those people or not, I do call into question. That's obviously your mum's opinion. I'm not going to challenge that at all. That's her opinion. But like certain people are very easy to buy for if they're very loud about what they like. Like even for my work, for like Secret Santa, I actually got a pretty poor Secret Santa. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks a lot, Rachel.
Thanks a lot, Rachel.
But in the past, because I'm so loud about good quality olive oil, raw milk, or whatever it is, that stuff, people behind her just freak out like, this is so good.
This is interesting to me actually, and I'm only thinking about this as we're speaking, but you are easy to buy for, because there are things like you've been banging on about all year, like a duffel bag and a coat and all these things that you like want but haven't got yet, which is good and makes it easy to buy for. But actually, for me, I haven't even realised this, like,
you want to buy it for yourself first?
No. Yeah, I'm getting it for myself first. I already own it. It's usually no, because I already own the things that he now wants. Because obviously I'm a role model. But because it's so obvious, in my mind I haven't even thought this out loud until this moment. I'm like, well, I'm not getting that for you for Christmas. These things that you said you want, because I'm like, that's not. It's too obvious, and it's not like
it's not thoughtful enough.
Yeah, and I'm only just realizing that now. Like you've been going on.
Challenge you're giving yourself.
Like if you think about it, the amount he's been talking about getting a North Face duffel bag is like beyond a joke. And like I've been trying to search on Vinted with you to help you.
Yep. And
it would be such an easy win.
It would be such a cheap win.
Such an easy, but I don't like that. To me, like again, I haven't thought about it until this moment. Like that's easy. That's too.
Wow. Have you not thought about it until this moment?
Not well. I knew I wasn't. I haven't thought about it until this moment. No. Thinking out loud in this moment.
That's good that you thought about it in this moment.
But it's the same as why I also look. I sound ungrateful here. Any present and any money that someone spent on you is obviously wonderful and lovely.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. But why personally I don't like to give vouchers or those sorts of things, because I'm like it takes away. Card. Yeah, or a gift card.
What was that person asks for it?
Or also. Yeah, if they've asked for it, then fair enough. But to that point, when someone's like, "Oh, I've got to get you a present. Tell me what you want," which is such a common thing that we all do now, and like my family group chat's got that throughout. Like we're doing a Secret Santa this year, and immediately got texts like, "Oh, I've got you. What do you want?"
That's nuts. For a Secret
well,
Santa.
it's not secret. It's like we all know who's got who. So,
Okay.
but immediately like, "Oh, I've got you. What do you want?" And people saying, "Oh, what do you want? You're hard to buy for." I'm like, for me, the present isn't just the giving. My whole thing about giving presents, it's not spending the money. It's, well, that's another thing we should talk about, is the money side of it. But it's not spending the money. It's not the handing over of the thing. It's the big part of giving a present to me is actually the thought that's gone into it, and the curation of, I know this person, I love this person, I value this person.
Okay.
And if it's more obligatory of, I've got to get your present, so just tell me what you want so I can kind of get it over and done with and give it to you. I know it's not black and white like that, but I kind of
not everyone
like that.
I do think I completely hear what you're saying, and I think it's why things like Secret Santa are quite good, because it takes away the pressure to buy for 30 people and just set it on one person, so you can focus more mental energy. But for a Christmas where you have to buy a present for each member of the family, all your friends who you live with, for instance, and then Secret Santas here and there, that can be like 12 gifts. Not only is that expensive, but mentally it's a little bit taxing as well.
Yeah.
So to say it's cheap and it's like lazy to ask them what they want,
It's not.
in the busyness of life, it's often, I'd say it's completely reasonable that people don't actually have the mental capacity to say, let me put effort and thought into each single gift.
Okay.
And go my way to get it as well, because that's quite a lot.
Okay, then stepping back a step further,
Yeah.
you'll love this.
Go on then.
Stepping back into the basic time of history.
Oh, come on.
Think about like
Roman Empire.
I don't know a period of time, but let's just say go back like 200 years.
Yeah.
Like one small token gift that you'd give to someone.
Yeah.
When money wasn't a thing, like Amazon wasn't a thing, shopping, like mass shopping wasn't a thing. You just give someone a small token that meant a significant thing to that person. It wasn't like I've got 12 people to buy for, I've got to get you all these out. Like, to me, it's like, what I'm trying to say is, if it's that point where we're just sending each other our shopping lists of just get me this, it's like, let's just not do presents then. Because to me, the true meaning, personally, the true meaning of a present is, I want to give you something because I value you and I love you and I know this about you.
Of course.
If I'm just going to fulfill someone's shopping list, it's kind of like, the basic meaning of giving a gift to me is what I've just said. So if we just need to send each other shopping lists, let's just not do presents. Like, we don't need to, because I can just buy those things for myself. Like,
I completely agree.
Why I bring up like a historical reference of 100, 200 years ago, like there wasn't all of the money and all of the instant gratification of all those things, potentially. I don't want to sound like some guy with a mic that's saying, let's go back 200 years. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
But I feel like it's a lot more modest and a lot more thoughtful, potentially, where we're not just sort of...
Completely, but then again, every holiday's become so commercialized. Valentine's, Christmas, like... The amount of stuff going on, the amount of marketing we are hit with, sales and everything, it's buying. You have so many things to buy from now.
Yeah.
So I think it's also far too reductionist to say, let's go back to 200 years ago where...
No, I'm not saying that. But yeah.
But you did mention it, where you can only give someone a small little token because that's what it's about. Completely agree. The way that society has changed in the way now that... We don't do this anymore, but people have stockings and you have, 15 presents under the tree for yourself or whatever it is. Like, it's nuts, the level of that. Probably because we're in a very consumerist society, very commercialized, very materialistic. There are all these new brands that people are wanting and things like that. Genuinely agree with you there that if we would just ship it right back, one present for each person, which has thought and gift, that's far better.
Yeah.
Rarely do you actually have that now at Christmas. I say you don't.
One of the best presents I can remember giving someone, and I'm still so proud of this, and I would have, if I'd received this, I would have been like over the moon, was a friend, Claudia. I don't think she listens, but a friend, Claudia, her and I had like a running joke throughout like the COVID years and post-COVID about Gemma Collins, and we'd just do Gemma Collins quotes like, I'm claustrophobic, Darren, and you might ever get in this candy and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, it was like a complete running joke, continually just constantly referencing her. So her birthday was coming up. I was like, I know what I'm going to do. She loves charity shopping. She's like very into sustainability and secondhand, all of the environment. The environment is her huge passion. So I went to a charity shop, bought a t-shirt. I can't sew. I've literally probably haven't done it since like year 6. No, not even year 3 at school. Like, I literally can't sew. I don't know how to. Taught myself how to do some basic sewing. It's got a name like railroad sewing or something, like track sewing or something.
Rail track.
Something. And I made a t-shirt.
Train track.
Yeah,
That's
railroad.
Railroad.
I got one of those things that hold the fabric like in place that people use for like stitching or whatever, like the circular things.
Okay.
And I in multicolor stitching, sewed and stitched out "I'm claustrophobic, Darren" on a t-shirt.
That's nice.
On a tie-dye. So I tie-dyed the t-shirt because COVID, we had a tie-dye kit in our house because there was F all else to do. So tie-dyed the t-shirt, and then I stitched in multicolored stitching "I'm claustrophobic, Darren," and it took me ages, and it took me patience, and it took me like getting it wrong and having to unstitch it and do it again. It took me so long, and I was just so proud that like it cost me pennies, like from a charity shop, like two quid for the t-shirt back in the day when charity shops charged normal charity shop prices. The stitching, I don't know how much that cost, but it didn't cost a vast amount of money. It was something that I spent a significant amount of time investing into for that one person and to their joy. I'm not here being like, oh, I'm an amazing person for doing that, but I reference it to say like presents don't need to be, in my opinion, this huge pot of money or this huge sort of outlandish or lavish sort of status thing. For me, what's important is like what that symbolized in that moment. I was showing her that like this is a shared thing we have together, a shared memory or a shared reference. It's funny, you'll like this, and I'm putting God knows how much time, hours certainly, into making this gift for you. So that's another thing is like I said myself, I used to spend too much money and get in debt for spending on Christmas presents, and it's like finding ways to maybe not do that, because that's another thing that
students can be quite creative with that, can't they? Students can be very creative with how you do it, I think. Not just spending money like hundreds of pounds on expensive clothes or shoes or whatever it is. You can get quite creative. I remember back in university, this was one of my friends I was living with at the time. We always used to go on our morning swims back because we went to university in Plymouth down the south coast. We'd always do morning swims. After a morning swim, we'd always get oysters. This was like once a week. It was ridiculous now I say it, but it was fantastic. We'd always cycle to the local fish market, 6 a.m., get these oysters, schlonk them, and then go on about our days. It was a funny morning routine that we had, but we both loved it. As it was a really small, I think it was either a birthday or a Christmas gift around that time of year. What I did was I kept one of the oyster shells because we'd always throw them away one time, and as like a symbol of this, I made a candle out of it. So I kept it, I cleaned it, I made sure it balanced flat on the surface, bought a candle wick, some wax, whatever it was, made the candle, little oyster candle. A great memory of what we did. I don't know if he ever used it. For him, yeah.
That's extremely thoughtful.
It's really thoughtful. I was proud of myself. Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's really nice.
I remember it was a little gift, cheap to make, but it was a cool memory that that I'll always have. Yeah. Little morning swim and an oyster run. Yeah. Really, really cool. That's a really small gift, but I was a student, I didn't have loads of money. It did not cost $100. It cost $4 or £5 to make. Yeah. And
that's the
weirdest gift, but that's what you're saying. It's like a token of hey, we have this shared memory. I've thought about it. I'm not going to go out and spend loads of money, albeit it did take a bit of mental, effort to think about. The reward of seeing what joy that gave him was brilliant.
I think you're very good at giving gifts.
That set me up for failure for this Christmas then, because I've still not got your gift yet.
Yeah, well, from the time that I've known you anyway.
Thank you. Yeah.
Maybe when you have the capacity to, I don't know, but yeah. I've seen you be very good at giving gifts to other people, as well as the thoughtfulness that you put into my birthday present was lovely.
What did I get you again? What did I get you?
Have a think. He's acting like he doesn't know. He knows.
What did I get you?
Oh, what did I get you? Oh, I didn't think about it and go and get it, and I hadn't put that into you.
What did I get you? Come on, what is it?
I'll let you think about it.
Oh, that's a great gift.
Yeah.
That's a great gift. Had you mentioned that? Oh, this was a prime.
It's another example of my mum. When I said my mum listened.
Yeah. But it is also a balance of that was a bit of money as well. So
no, of course.
But the thought was there. Marcus had seen this.
You go.
Marcus had seen this really, really nice watch on one of our mutual friends back at the stag do we were at back in the summer. Really, really nice watch. Mentioned that back when he was younger, he used to have a fairly similar one. I think it was a Velcro wrist strap, and you were banging on about it for days, and then you completely forgot about it.
I don't think I was banging on about it for days. That's why I think it was more impressive. I think I mentioned it once or twice, maybe.
I remember you mentioned it, and I was just like a light bulb. I was like, oh, brilliant. So I began sourcing. I was looking around where I could get one, found it, bought it, and then gave it to you. And I remember you were looking in the box, you're like, what the hell is this? and then it clocked. It's now clocking to you.
Yeah.
You then clocked what it was. It was brilliant to see. Yeah. Fantastic gift.
An Omega Swatch watch. It was very cool.
Very cool gift.
And for me, like, it wasn't, obviously the Omega Swatch watch was incredible and I love it. For me, what I appreciated more as your friend in that moment, or the receiver of that gift, was that something I'd said in passing at a random event had been heard and then thought about, and the time in your headspace had been like, let me go and source and find that. That could have been like a £10 t-shirt it could have been the same concept. It was really lovely. So I do think you are good at giving gifts.
Classic me.
And I sound like I'm preaching and a bit like moaning, but when people say to me you're hard to buy gifts for, I'm like, you just have to listen. Like, you just
not good enough friend.
And I appreciate now, like, I don't necessarily spend
shout out to Marcus's mum. You're not listening enough.
That's the thing I was about to say. I appreciate, like, I don't spend so much time with my mum because I don't live with her anymore and all those things. But so, like, it can be more difficult when you have extended family. Like, my mum's not my extended family, but, you know, extended family or people you don't see as often, but you still want to give them a gift. So I do appreciate that. But to just tell someone they're hard to buy for, I'm like, well, no, I'm not necessarily hard to buy for. It's just and they're like, oh, but you get such good... Oh, and I've had this before as well. It's like, I've given someone a gift before.
Yep.
And they've actually been annoyed.
What?
Anyway.
Huge projection there.
Well, exactly. They've been annoyed because they're like, well, you're just showing me up because I'm not as good at giving gifts or whatever. And I'm like... This isn't a competition. Like, I'm trying to show you love. Like,
that's a massive projection. That is.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah. not like seriously annoyed, but like kind of just a bit frustrated.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm doing this because, and I'm also,
that wouldn't be pointed at you. It would be pointed back at himself.
And and I'm also doing it because I want to show you that affection. Yes, of course, I would be lying if I said I wouldn't. It doesn't bring me so much joy to then because also another thing is the reciprocity of these love languages. Like I said at the beginning, if you like giving love in that way, whether it's words of affirmation or whatever, you also then that's the language that you understand, and therefore it brings you joy to receive love in that way. So I would be lying if I said I don't enjoy that. It brought me so much joy when I opened that present and I was like, oh, he heard when I said that thing about that watch that one time. That was an amazing experience. But I don't give gifts. That's another thing. I don't give gifts exclusively to receive a gift. Like, that's not why I'm doing it. So it's not a competition on that front as well, and that's something important to
gifts
remember.
Shouldn't be competitions at all.
No,
shouldn't be competing. There is probably that sense, though. I completely get that. Like, is my gift quite on par? It's completely reasonable to think that, I think.
Being impartial or like not being, I think it was also like a monetary thing as well. It's like they're like, you make me look
cheap
because I've not. I'm like, I don't care. It's not about the money. Like, I'm not getting you this because it costs that much money, and I don't have all that money to spend either. Like, so I'm not here being like a flashy person, but like, I'm not getting it for you because it costs that money. I'm getting it for you because you like it. And you could get me something that was £10 or £2.
Well, I think that's why it's probably quite good to set a bit of an expectation on any gift with budget as well. Like, this is far more logical, but like, at least me and my family have rough ideas about budget for each other. Me and my friends as well have rough ideas about budget. You're like, well, you don't have to ask necessarily what's our budget, but at least with people I buy for or like to buy for, I have a rough idea of how much they're going to spend. And I try and match it with the thought as well. Well, that usually pays off quite well.
At least they don't have to, but for some people, like, I feel like we're okay with gift giving and we find it less overwhelming, but a lot of people do find it really overwhelming. And like the performance anxiety of it and all of those sorts of things.
100%.
I'm especially like in a group dynamic, like our house, for example, we're all getting each other gifts, and I can imagine, I don't know, but how in that situation an individual might be, or several individuals might be, like, really nervous about that concept because they've got to give gifts in front of other people and they've got to, you know, match everyone else's level. So it can make a lot of sense and just be fair for everyone to be like, okay, let's cap it at this much money, so then you're not scared or anxious about showing up and having spent, I don't know, 10 quid and everyone else has spent 30 or whatever, because then for some people that's understandably quite nerve-wracking.
Of course. That's why it's good to set a budget, I think, as well. Often material things can be quite hard. One of my favorite gifts to give is like an experience of some sort. Some sort of experience. Like, for my younger brother, I was about to say what I'm going to get him for Christmas, so I'm not going to say that. He doesn't listen.
Is that the thing I said?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Yes, I think I'm going to do it.
Come on.
Whatever the experience is, again, it it really means that you have to give them something that they're going to enjoy, and that means that you are listening to who they are as a person. Material things, they might have mentioned it fleetingly a couple months ago. That can almost be harder, but you just think, what is this person like? Who are they? What are their traits?
Passions.
I'm going to buy an experience in line with this. So a really good example actually is my mum. For her birthday, this was for.
That's such a cool present.
She lost her mum, so my grandma, back in the summer. Rest in peace.
May she rest in peace.
May she rest in peace, indeed, Nana. And my mum has really sort of stepped into quite a spiritual journey in the past couple of months, really wanting to connect with her own mum, been speaking to her in her own time. And she, mentioned really fleetingly the idea of, sort of talking to Nana a bit more, speaking to her, feeling her presence. There was a pub local to our house, which had been like once every 2 or 3 months, sort of putting on these spiritual readings, but she'd never been. I had sensed that she'd wanted sort of more of a spiritual reading, but she wasn't confident enough to go or buy it for herself, just maybe because of how she'd look if she was seen to be indulging in spiritual readings, for instance. So I took it upon myself for her birthday to go and source an actual medium, a spiritual medium, and I booked and organised a session for my mum. And as a surprise, I remember I had an envelope and gave her a voucher to one spiritual reading. I remember we were in the Dolomites, and when I gave her that present, look, I actually put a picture of it up on my Instagram as part of a recent image thing. The look of like gratitude, shock, and just like overwhelming excitement.
That was lovely.
Trump any actual physical gift that I could get. And she still says it's one of the best gifts she's ever gotten. Wasn't any sort of physical material, clothing item or whatever it was. It was an experience that I know she would like. And yeah, so for me, experiences are far better as well.
Yeah, it's combining 2 love languages.
God, it is.
I don't know why I say love languages.
Love languages.
It's shared time or quality time and gift giving. It's like, not only do I want to give you a gift, I want to spend time with you. So here's this thing that we can 100%. Do together.
You also benefit massively from giving an experience because you can join in.
Yeah.
That's why it's so good.
We've been quite good as a house doing those sorts of things recently. For your birthday, the house got you vineyard tour, knowing that you like your wines. What else? We got tickets to Hercules for my birthday. Yep. So yeah, those are nice things. Obviously, those things aren't necessarily cheap, but just an experience as opposed to getting like a material thing.
You ever had a bad gift?
I must have done.
You don't remember it?
Just things that potentially it's like, oh, I'm not going to wear this, but again, like
the one from the uncle or something like that.
Yeah, but it's it's still nice to.
I don't know if he listens, but Uncle Steve, based in America, it was like a thing for so long. He'd always get us like a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I maybe he was joking, maybe he wasn't. It was always the most goofy T-shirt ever. I don't think I wore a single one. I remember, there was this YouTuber I used to watch ages ago. And he had like a saying was twisty fresh nipples. He would just like, it was a bit he did on his YouTube channel, twisty fresh. And he got me this hot orange, this bright orange T-shirt with twisty fresh nipples.
That's
on
so
in writing.
Thoughtful.
But I was just like, what on earth is going on? I wore it once for a
House of
picture
Commons,
and I've never worn it again.
That's hilarious.
So funny. I remember that was a funny gift. It wasn't necessarily a bad one. It's just like, this is quite funny. Never gonna wear it, but I appreciate the sentiment,
Yeah, fair. And how did you receive it? Like, how did you let him know, or did you?
I would never be like, this is terrible. I'd just laugh at it. I'd just be like, this is great.
Yeah.
And again, it's
I think receiving gifts is another thing that does play into our well-being here.
You think?
Yeah. Well, for some people, there's 2 parts to it. I think we should touch on is for some people it can be really overwhelming to receive gifts and like opening presents in front of people. I went for a stage of my life where like I got in a whole headspace about opening presents in front of people because I'll be like, oh, well, if I don't like it, then I have to put on a thing and like say I like it, and then because I'm just a people pleaser, and I was like, then regardless of what it was and if it's good, I'm now in my head about like even before I've opened it. So then it's like a whole act of me being really pleased in front of that person, and then because I'm like acting, it's like it's just a whole like spiral. I think it's just being open to that, and like also opening yourself to the vulnerability that someone else is giving you. Like it's a vulnerable thing to give someone a gift because you're showing yourself affection. You're showing them affection.
Yep.
It's a love language, as we said. Like it's like saying to someone, I love you in a way, but like through something like a gift. So it's a vulnerable thing. So I think you like firstly opening yourself to that and knowing that that's what's happening and that's okay to receive that gift, because some people don't like that and they're like, oh, whatever. It's okay to receive that gift and it's a nice thing. Like receiving a compliment way back when many weeks ago when we said about receiving compliments is we should try and strive towards receiving that with grace. But like on the grace front, I have a relative who doesn't really show the best grace when it comes to opening presents and makes the present giver I think they're being subtle, but everyone in the room can clearly see that they don't like the present, and they then proceed to make subtle digs about it for the rest of whatever it is, the Christmas period, for example.
Jeez.
And it's just not nice necessarily. And it might be in jest and a joke, but like you also know that the person who's receiving that joke is not taking it well, and like they put thought into the gift. So you might not like it, but they ultimately put thought into it. So let's maybe also practice a bit of grace, a bit
of gratitude as well.
A bit of gratitude, like someone spent time and money in thinking about you and getting that gift. It might be rubbish and you might never wear it, but like for me, I had literally had that last Christmas. A relative, it doesn't matter who they are, but they got me what was it, a hat and a jumper. I will literally never wear that jumper in my life, but the idea of letting that be known to anyone, obviously I've just said it on a podcast, but
huge one. Said it on
in that
podcast,
moment being
TV.
like, this is, it's just I'd rather the ground swallow me up than let that a little scent of that be known that I wouldn't appreciate or wear that.
I think if you can tell if there's been thought put into it, that's all that matters.
So maybe that summarizes and takes us on to the tools for giving and receiving gifts, practical tools and tips.
Yes, the tools and tips on how to give and receive a good gift.
Yeah,
100%.
I'll take it away.
Please.
Number 1, give from connection, not obligation.
Very nice. Number 2 is use the 3 meaningful anchors rule.
Number 3, set boundaries around budget.
Number 4 this is for receiving gifts, is practice allowing.
Number 5, reduce comparison.
And number 6, if stressed, shift to a non-material gift.
Yeah. I think some great ones there summarizing our conversation, I
100%.
think. But number 1, starting off, is instead of thinking, what must I get this person, just maybe strip it back a little bit. And it's easier said than done, I appreciate, but just take a moment to think, like, what do I know about this person? What do they love? What are their values? What shared memories do we have together? And is there a way that I can find a gift or make a gift or build a gift that symbolizes that connection, whether that connection is me knowing them or us doing something together or a shared memory? Maybe look towards things that symbolize your connection as opposed to the status or the obligation of just needing to get that person a gift.
100%. And this next one actually leads really, really nicely into that, is using the 3 meaningful anchors rule. So choose gifts linked to either a shared memory, a future shared moment, or a known value or interest. This can actually increase connection. A great example, one of the first gifts you gave me was a triathlon belt. We hadn't done a triathlon, but we were going to, and you said you'll need one. So it's very much looking forward to and building up the excitement of the actual triathlon. So a future shared moment can be just as good as a previous memory as well.
Yep. Lovely. Number 3, set boundaries around budget is really important.
100%.
I think personally, I don't think we should be spending, like, the money should be the main factor in it, but it's sometimes very important to make sure that we set those ground rules, because it can be extremely overwhelming feeling like there's a mismatch or someone or the group is spending more money than you. I think it's completely fair to just be like, okay guys, can we just, it's not, I don't think it's clinical or too cold. I think it's just completely fair enough, especially at the moment. Like, what are we thinking, just so we can get a rough ballpark here.
100% agree. Number 4 is for receiving gifts, is to practice allowing. So instead of saying, oh, you shouldn't have, no, why have you done this? Just thank you, that means a lot. Receiving is part of the connection. That will give that person a lot of joy as well. Just make sure that you say thank you and appreciate that and sit in that appreciation.
And number 5, reducing comparison. Gift giving isn't a metric of worth. It's more about showing and displaying connection. And connection isn't something you should compete for. If there's a true reciprocity in that connection, it should be just truly about what you want to give that person. And if they give you something that's really meaningful, you don't need to compete for that. There should just be should strive for that more sort of natural connection that we can find.
100%.
And I think that ties into making less focus on the money side of it as well.
100%. Focus on the meaning of the gift instead. And lastly, that also ties in quite nice, is if you are stressed about gift giving, shift to a non-material type of gift. So whether this is even just something smaller like time or attention or just a small act of service, for instance. For instance, when I was younger, I remember I think I wrote a voucher to my mum.
Sweetest thing.
Which one was this? The song. I was actually going to reference another one.
Oh, okay.
Because that was for Mother's Day. I'll reference it anyway. For Mother's Day, me and my brothers wrote a song to my mum because we had no money. We did the
so sweet.
It was the song, I can't remember whose by, but it's Take My Breath Away.
Yeah.
From Top Gun. We wrote it instead. Happy Mother's Day. I can't sing for anything, but we basically wrote it. I learned the riff on my guitar. Jude was on the bongos and Felix was singing, and we basically wrote this whole song. And she said to still it's the best song or best present she's ever received. I remember I wrote her a voucher for doing the dishwasher for the next 6 months, for instance. So that sort of gift is a huge gift. I don't think I did it. Anyway, those sorts of small bits of time and attention can be really good. These rank equally high in perceived value. And even if you do want to spend a bit more money, get them an experience, something that you can spend the time with them, focus on what they want, what they like doing. If they're adventurous, maybe it's, I don't know, a BMX experience, whatever it is. Brownie points if it matches their character, for instance. That's just a few tips and tools for how to level up your gift giving this Christmas.
Just in time for Big Christmas. This goes out, I think, around the 15th, 16th. Can't remember the specific day. So you've still got 10 days or 9 days to get your Christmas presents in.
God, you're lucky we're good at this.
Yeah, we are good at this.
You're lucky.
If you want any advice, the Mood Booster official Instagram DMs are open.
Shoot us a message and
Happy
we'll help
to give you some advice.
Yeah.
I am the present giving guru.
He is. Shoot us a message.
Many a present I've helped Charlie curate.
100%.
100%. And other people. So happy to help. I actually I think it's a surprise to no one by this stage of the episode. It brings me a lot of joy finding and giving people gifts.
You didn't mention that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm quite interested. What's brought you joy from this past
week?
Your weekly mood boost.
God, you are good, aren't
there
you?
You go.
Congratulations.
There you go.
What's brought me joy?
Your weekly mood boost.
Well, I think we've got a shared one again.
I think we do.
2 people. We can take one off each, or we can just share it together.
Let's do that.
Our shared weekly mood boost this week is 2 people who are very important to us here at the Mood Booster.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, Anna.
One of our ambassadors at the Run Club did the Valencia Marathon, smashed it out of the park.
Yes, congratulations,
Very proud
Anna.
of her.
She said it was the marathon of gratitude. I love the mindset. She was going for a PB, but after a while, just let go of that and just said, "I want to just have a lovely time and be grateful for being in this moment." So it was really nice. The marathon of gratitude, one of our pillars, presence and gratitude. So big up, Anna. And secondly, your friend and ours, Ben Kelleher.
One from the Willpower episode.
From Willpower, living by his word. He spoke about it in the episode. He had Valencia coming up, feels like ages ago now, but it's been and gone. He did, in fact, smash his PB, and now, I can't remember the specific second, but 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 56 seconds, I believe.
Crikey.
Running a marathon running a marathon in 2 hours, 47 minutes and 56 seconds is muy loco. Congratulations, Ben. We're very proud of you. Very, very grateful to have you in the sphere of the Mood Booster, and just have learnt a lot from you. So yeah, those 2 sharing their successes.
Lovely memories, boosted our moods.
Congratulations to those 2 on those huge achievements.
100%. Well, hopefully you guys have learned a lot about how to give a better gift. As Marcus said, or Dr. Marcus, I say. Huge apologies.
Get it right.
Shoot us a message if you want some help. But hopefully this is going to level up your Christmas giving. Yeah. And help you there.
I think importantly, just strip it back. I say but
strip it all back.
Let's take all of the money and the capitalism,
all the banter, all the nonsense.
What do I know about this person, and what do I know about what brings them joy?
Exactly.
Let's find a present that aligns with what brings them joy.
Exactly.
That's where I always start from.
That's where you should start from too.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Charlie.
And thank you, Dr. Marcus. Incredible episode.
Sublime episode.
Wonderful. Do you want to do some ASMR whilst I weave my way through this Mission Impossible banter?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry ASMR for Christmas. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next next day you gave it away. You still not turned it off, so I'll